Still frozen. Pretty good haul. We got some real big ones. Hey, it's Greg here with MaritimeGardening.com, and it is the middle of December and things have gotten quite cold, and I've procrastinated, and I've got a whole bed of beautiful, take my word for it, beautiful, big, thick, delicious parsnips in the ground here, and I cannot get them out of the ground. Now, I mean, one way to deal with that is to get out a pickaxe and do the hard work of picking them out. The ground's about 2 inches frozen, but there's a lot of water in the ground. So for those of you that don't live in places that get a lot of rain, you get the right combination of water and soil and it freezes. It's almost like a kind of concrete or fiberglass, because there's all these fibrous material in with the frozen water that makes it much harder than ice, because it's got that ability to bend. It's almost like reinforced concrete in a sense. Very hard to get into with a pickaxe. Not impossible, and maybe if I was a younger, bolder man, I'd go for it. But you know, sometimes they say work smarter, not harder. I'm certainly at that age, at a stage of my life. So I'm going to show you a simple way, and I'll follow up a few hours later today. Hopefully I'll get the time to do this to see how well it works. We've got a nice sunny day today, lots of sun energy, but it's cold outside. It's below freezing, so probably not too many things are going to thaw. Maybe a little bit, just because it's sunny, but we can take advantage of that sun and create a kind of temporary greenhouse here and get things melted. So I'm going to use a combination of one of my plastic domes. You can see that one over there. Then I'm going to put a sheet of sort of heavy-duty plastic, the stuff you find on a construction site, vapor barrier. They use it inside of the houses. I got a big sheet of it. I just use it for different things. You can use it for years, right? It's just got, you know, bends and scratches, and you know, it doesn't last forever. But you don't need perfection here. You just need an extra layer to hold that heat, and we're trapping heat and creating a little microclimate. So let's get at it. This will not take too long. There, all done. So as you can see, I've laid a few things around just to trap the plastic, and if it was even windier today, I'd tie it down. I just drive a couple stakes in the ground as anchors and, you know, tighten a string or a bungee cord across the top. You know, but that's all I need to do at this point. I'm trapping the air, I'm trapping the heat, and just, you know, so I got an old, pretty torn up dome, and just another sheet of 6mm poly put over top of that. Anything really see-through. You could even get, there's that cheap plastic tarps used for painting at the dollar store. I think they're 8x10. They're quite large, some of them. That would work fine for the situation, and you could reuse it. All right, so we'll leave that now. It's probably around 11 o'clock in the morning, maybe 10:30. We'll leave that for a little while. Come back at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and see what see what 3 or 4 hours has done for it. If this doesn't work, I'll just leave it like this, you know, for the better part of the week. Hopefully we've got enough sunny days. This will thaw out, but we'll check it in 3 or 4 hours. Okay, see you in a little bit. All right, so it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so we're like about an hour and a half from sunset. So, and you can tell this is in the shade now. Actually, my entire garden is in the shade. The sun's gone. You know, the sun's only, well, it's an hour from sunset, so, or an hour and a half from sunset, so it's pretty low angle, and we're not getting any sun here at all. So, you know, this is probably as warm as it's going to get. It's not going to get any warmer. Anyway, let's pop this up. I just want to have a look to see what we're dealing with here. Pop this thing up here. Use my head to hold it up. So at this point in time, we're still, yeah. Well, I can get that board out. This was frozen in place before. Yeah, so we still got frozen soil here. I think it wasn't enough time today. We need a couple more days, a couple more sunny days to thaw this out. So I'm going to leave it, and I can't remember if it's going to be nice. I think it's going to be nice tomorrow. So I'll check it out tomorrow and see where we are. See if I can get a few of these parsnips out. We got guests coming over tomorrow, and I'm hoping to serve them some of my world-class parsnips. But not if they're frozen in the ground. All right, so it's day 2, and we're trying to thaw out the parsnip garden. I just thought I'd show you the pond here, how the pond's still frozen, you can see. And I was messing around with this with my son earlier today. We got, oh, I'd say, oh my goodness, yeah, it's about, get that? Whoa. Well, anyway, I'd say almost, well, it's about, that's a good cross section right there. Yeah. Slipping. Holy smokes. Anyway, good 2 inches of ice. Okay, that's how frozen the pond is. Now let's go pop the lid off this garden, see if it's thawed. All right, so we'll just move this stuff out of the way here. Yeah. And look. So you can see this is already kind of half in the shade. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been sunny all day. It's still, yeah, I mean, so the wood's no longer frozen in place. And yeah, the ground's still frozen in here. It's getting there. Honestly, I think this is only getting a few hours of sun every day. But it'll work eventually. This is not one of the more sunny parts of the garden. It's in the sort of shade of trees. So it doesn't get, this time of year, it does not get the best of the sunlight. And I might actually put another tarp over this end. It's kind of not exactly airtight here. I was a little overconfident in how effective this would be. This tarp's not long enough to cover the back here. I thought it would still be warm enough. So tomorrow's supposed to be sunny. I'm gonna find another tarp to put over the end of this so it's a little more tight, and check it out tomorrow. All right, so that's day 2, still frozen. All right, so another day's gone by and I'm losing my light here. It's about 15 minutes from darkness. So I'll see if I got a thaw today. You see I add a little more plastic over this end. Try to add a little bit more heat capture. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. Still frozen. Just not getting a lot of sun here. We'll stay with it. It'll work eventually. Hopefully. All right. Well, at the very least, it's not freezing more. It's almost thawed, but I think this is my last day of sun. But in a day or two, it's going to rain, and it's going to get up to maybe 9 degrees Celsius, 9 degrees above freezing. So on that day, if I can get out here, I'll take this off and let the warm rain melt the soil. See what happens. All right, so it's been a couple weeks since I've checked this. Things got really cold, really frozen. We had a lot of snow over winter, had to shovel, or over the Christmas holidays, had to shovel the driveway a number of times. Now we just had a warm spell overnight, and things have thawed out considerably. So let's peel this all back and see where we are. I'm hoping we can get these things out easily. All right, so I don't want to dig all of these today because that's too much work. I want to dig up everything that's around the perimeter. And I'll put the dome back on. And the dome should keep things from getting too frozen over the course of the winter. And I can just come out as I need parsnips, January, February, March, and take them as I need them, and I'll get nice, fresh parsnips. But I will pick everything around the sides, and we'll use those first. Right, so by sides I mean everything within a hand width of the edge of the box, right? And I just leave everything else, including all this crap. All right, so now I'll go along the edge here. Ground is perfectly thawed. You got some nice parsnips in there. All right, so now I'm just going to dig all of those, and we'll get the cameraman to step back a little bit and just speed the whole thing up. Alright, so I've picked all the parsnips around the perimeter. Pretty good haul. We got some real big ones. These are almost 3 inches at the top, at the crown. I can't remember what variety these are. I'll put it up on the screen, but these I recommend highly. They worked out really great as long as you space them out. Right, you plant your parsnips, and then partway through the season, maybe around June or July, you thin them. Right, you just make sure they're all about 2 fingers apart, and that should give you really good parsnips, right? Because that way each one has room to grow, and the plant can get all the sun and light and nutrients it needs, and that sort of thing. So there's still lots of parsnips in this garden. I'm just going to put the dome back on right now. Because of what I've done, the dome will cover everything, and as it snows and all that sort of stuff, the snow will nicely insulate around. And over the course of January, February, March, as I need them, I can come out and pick a row. There's basically like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows here. That's about 6 meals, maybe a bit more, given the size of these, right? Like for a meal for 4, that's probably going to cover an entire cookie sheet. Nice roasted parsnips in the oven, a little bit of rosemary, a little salt, a little pepper, you know, that sort of thing. Delicious stuff. So anyway, that's how I thaw out a garden when I've let everything freeze and procrastinated to the point where everything's frozen in the ground. When I was a younger man, I'd just come out here with a pickaxe and go at it. But taking advantage of the power of the sun, there's nothing more powerful than me. So I like to use the sun when I can. And a little bit of time and a little bit of patience. Right? So I hope you found that interesting. If you have anything frozen in the ground, just erect some sort of greenhouse some sort of greenhouse type setup, right? Some sort of cold frame type setup. Use transparent plastic to let the sun through and to hold heat and create a little microclimate. And the ground will thaw out eventually, assuming it gets enough sun. It might not happen in a day, it might not happen in a week, but it'll happen. Just be patient. All right, so I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Check out my podcast, maritimegardening.com. Check out my weekly article at maritimegardening.substack.com. Until next time, get out there, get at it, have fun in your garden. Thanks for watching.
Yay!